Get ready.
So howdy folks, so my battery died a good while back, but as you can see I've managed to get myself back down now onto the coast road that we actually came in from Stranraer, Cairnryan. So we're not far out now. From the ferry terminal. I think we're 35 kilometers. And it's pretty much like this all the way down. 35 kilometers to the port, and we're on this road for 32 of them. I tell you, I was glad to get off that motorway. That was soul destroying, and as you can see, the weather has also picked up. So I'm a happy camper. Well, almost happy camper. Getting snotty phone calls from a recruiter I was speaking to. I was trying to make use of their services to hire an assistant for myself, and she must have been trying to contact me while I was over here, and because I haven't responded to her as quickly as she thinks, she's after leaving a rude message on my machine. So that's her off the books. But yeah, this is more like it now. This is what I was hoping to get going home, you know. A motorway is no fun at all. Traffic. Look at this. This is proper biking. Oh yeah. Yeah. Although before I stopped there was a huge line of traffic. I'll probably catch up with them again now. But obviously there's a lot of trucks already heading for the ferry terminal, and obviously they're all heading to catch the same boat that I'm going for. And they obviously take this road as the main route for them. Why wouldn't they? This is very similar to what I saw the Richie Vida guys do on the Pacific Coast Highway. Very similar. You know, police. There seems to be a lot more police on the road today. I've seen loads of them. I was within the speed limit there, so no reason to be panicking. Excuse me. These are all the birds on the water, no? Good God, there's thousands of them. Up there over the hill, look. Good God, it's like a swarm. My God. It's got like an Alfred Hitchcock movie here. The birds. Man with his kayak. Be a nice spot to go kayaking here, alright. Beautiful coastline, look at that. Beautiful. What type of birds are they? Are they just common seagulls, or are they gannets, or what are they? Yeah, looks like I've caught up to this traffic again already. Lendelfoot. Yeah, I think they have this sign. Might see it on the other side of the town. But instead of thank you for being here, they say haste ye back. Haste ye back. It's a nice way of saying it, isn't it? These little houses though. Little wooden houses along the beach. They look like the little wooden houses that were on the beach in the Jaws movie. I think that was all filmed around Martha's Vineyard or somewhere, I think, wasn't it? Somewhere like that. Fantastic movie. This Beamer S1000 XR, I think, is it? Yeah, but Jaws is a brilliant movie. Still a classic. Jaws 1. Not so much Jaws 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, I'm on to my last battery because I've been waffling on all day, but I couldn't not videotape this. What a beautiful road. I want to try and keep some for the home journey when I get onto the other side and the ferry. But I might get a chance to charge another battery or two back up when I get on to the terminal, which will be nice. Geez, the houses here are lovely. They're small, but they're nice. I could see myself living here. There's a huge big island out there. Big mound of a yoke. I wonder what that is. I wonder if there's anyone living on it or... Kind of like the way Skellig Michael at home is, but Skellig Michael's is much cooler looking. And if I haven't told you already, I'm doing Skellig Michael this year. Myself and my wife and my brother. I'm gonna have to get super fit for that. Apparently it's a hell of a hike. So I'll have to get the old training going. See if we can overtake one or two of these. So we're 26 kilometers out, so we're nearly there. Nearly there. I need a sandwich and a coffee, or a scone or something. So Hank Marvin. Oh, if I can get past this truck now before this passing lane bombs out, I'll be happy. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I'm not gonna make it. Got this got the bus. Just got the bus. Oh, there we get another bite of the apple. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Happy days. So happy days. Oh, look at this. Wow. I can't believe how it's changed so much within, like, 30 minutes ago. I thought it was going to be lashing rain in the middle of rush hour traffic. And then, like, somebody flicked the switch. I'm in this. There's a few bikers coming up. Well, look at that for a view. See these way out. It's a KTM, I think. Oh, there's one. There's two. Poor performance there, lads. 2 out of all of that. 177 Cairnryan. I nearly panicked on the way over. I had been planning my route to Cairnryan, and then I realised my tickets for to Cairnryan, and I didn't realise they're pretty much the same place. And I was panicking, thinking I'd booked ferry to the wrong bloody place, until I sat down and then realised that Cairnryan is basically right beside Cairnryan. They're the same. Panic over. Like a nice little village or something up here. I don't know what it's called. It's saying now if a sign comes up. But Jesus, everywhere looks great when the sun is shining like this. One thing I've noticed about the road coming down is, because I've been mainly on motorway for a while, but a huge amount of average speed cameras. There's a lot of them here. And I don't know how that's going to work now with, like, I think that Irish licenses can get points for breaking the speed in the UK and vice versa, but I assume that will change with Brexit coming in. They won't be in the EU anymore, so unless they do a deal between us and Ireland directly, but yeah, that'll be interesting, because then I know people, if you went over the border, either if they came from Northern Ireland down to South and vice versa, that people would often be inclined to break the speed limits because there was no penalty to it really. You could maybe get a fine, but they couldn't endorse your license or take it away, so people were quite happy to take advantage. So I'll be interested to see if that comes back. That's where I stopped for my petrol. It was the first port of call when I rolled off the boat. Little petrol station there. Speaking of which, I should have checked it. I have half a tank. I'll probably have to get some more when I'm on the Irish side of the water, because it'll be pretty much all motorway down, so it'll be throttle open all the way down and she'll just guzzle it. Although this bike is pretty excuse me, pretty fuel efficient. You probably get about 50 miles to the gallon, I'd say, on this. 50-52. Haste Ye Back. See, there you go. Somebody's written on it, sling ye hook. But that's the thing about the Blackbird. The Blackbird gobbles petrol. Absolutely gobbles it. It would not be the right tool of choice for touring, you know. Petrol alone. Cost you an arm and a leg. "19 kilometers out, so that's about what, 20 odd minutes to get a sandwich in my belly, because I am starving." Look at that. Oh yeah. Can't get over my luck with the weather this week. I think I got about 2 hours of rain, and even at that was very light rain. Yesterday 27 to 30 degrees Celsius off the Richter scale. So for next year I'm definitely going to book the same week. Definitely going to book the same week. I'm going to book that tomorrow. When I get home tonight, put the bike in, get all the stuff bags in, have a cup of tea and a bicky or something, something to eat. Maybe get a Chinese. And then faceplant into the bed. Oh, this is nice. This is a beautiful drive. Beautiful drive. Definitely the way I took on the way up was better, because I consciously avoided all the motorways and everything. If you remember, I went up as far as I could on the coast road, and then I cut through a nice park, and that turned out very well. But this time, because I just left it to the sat-nav to pick the route, it brought me down through all those motorways until I got here. So that's what I like about this road. This is the road that I mean, you're straight off the ferry, you're onto this road, and it's stunning. So you're straight into it. I really should start to look at maybe planning some trips into England, maybe, because I'm sure there's some really nice stuff down there as well. Look at this, gorgeous. Big valley down below, dropping down into a nice big valley here, look. All the pine trees going down the side of the hills. Stunning. Very nice. Kilometers to go, peeps, and then there's no more driving to be done in Scotland except onto the boat. Feel bad now. So you don't want it to end, you know, and then at the other time it's nice to go home. I am a bit of a home bird. I love my travels, but when it's time to go home, I like to get home. But I'll be pining to get back, I'm sure. As soon as I land home, I'll be like, oh. All week I'll be just pining to be back into the Highlands of Scotland and up onto the north coast and high in the sky. And, oh, I can't believe I packed so much into a few days. No way you do that in 2 days. No way. Like the MCN are suggesting. Maybe if you're 16 or 17 you might, but no. What a lovely road. It's just it's nice to bring your own bike rather than hiring something. I always try and bring my own bike where possible. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. But I don't think I'd ever sell this bike. I'll keep it till it blows up and then I'll mount it on a plinth in the back garden. Like it's 93,000 miles on her now. That anyone would buy her, even any, you know. But she runs great, you know. So I just think I'll keep her till she blows up. But I'll definitely buy a liquid cooled one soon, probably next year. As I mentioned before, then I'll have to have the debate over whether to get a nice 1250 or the 850. it'll come down to price and height, I think. Like I said, I'll have this. I've driven the 850 Sport, exceptionally tall bike, so I'd have to sit on it and see what it's like with the lowered kit on it and the lowered seat, then compare it to the 1200. I know I can, like, I'm already driving the 1200, but the 1200s are lower than the 800s for some reason. Plus then the price was about $5 in the difference, and there's not much in them between them now anymore, between the 850 and the 1250. The 850 is quick, agile, nimble, it's lighter, it's got all the tech the 1250 has. It's made the decision much harder. Like the old 800s and 1200s, it was pretty simple. I just preferred the 1200, but now they're just so similar. And in fact, the 850 has a huge advantage insofar as it's much lighter. Makes life much more manageable. But they're tall, that's the problem with them. Well, that's the problem with them for a midget like me. I'm 5'6", or 5'7" in the morning, 5'6" in the afternoon. I have a 29-inch inseam leg. So these are tall bikes. Okay, I think I can see the ferry terminal now. There's a ship down there. I don't think it's my ship though. I'm on that crappy P&O yoke. 4.9 kilometers are out. .238 it says we're pulling in at, so that's pretty bang on what it said it would do in the morning. Yeah, that's a Stena Line ship, look. That's not a P&O. Oh, that's a very fancy schmancy thing, look at that. Oh, that's high tech. I didn't look at Stena Line. Why didn't I look at Stena Line? Well, now I know there's one there. Connecting Europe. I'm assuming that's going to Larne. Maybe it doesn't. It goes somewhere else. But that's a sexy looking ship. Stena Line. I must look them up now during the week. And see the day sail from Larne as well. I wonder if there's anyone else sail into here. I must look at some of the other options. I'm sure I already did, but it'd be nice if you could get a little bit further north on the boat and cut out some of that, like the Prestwick stuff. Oh, that motorway malarkey. Cairnryan. Cairnryan. Oh, you're driving so slow, mate. I doubt the ship is here even. Not due to leave for about 2 hours. This is right, isn't it? This is where I came out, I think. Past this. Oh, they are yeah, look, there's the port down there. You wonder why they wouldn't just have one port that all the ships go into. That doesn't make sense. Why do they have their own separate piers and stuff, you know? Doesn't make sense. Somebody's smoking, I can smell smoke. One kilometre. All the cherry blossoms, huh? Well, there's the P, there's the terminal. So, must be turning here somewhere. Okay, so where am I going? Parking, ferries, terminal. Looks like I'm going down here. HGVs only. I'm way too early. They're both saying they're closed. Down there. Hiya.
What's your surname?
Sorry, my helmet's talking to me. What was that?
You coming back?
Yeah. Holiday's over now.
A nice weather.
Oh, I was totally lucky.
To change tomorrow, I think.
Just in the nick of time, huh?
You just join behind the car there, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Right, so we can dispense with the sat nav now. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, they're checking the cars with little mirrors and stuff. I'll turn this off. I think some people can get a bit funny about this. Well, that was all very official, but I'm true. Lane number 1. Something to eat now. Cool. Well, that's it. See you on the flip side. Okay, so they're loading me first on my Todd now that they've loaded the trucks. For some reason the bike wouldn't start. I'm sitting there trying to look cool. And everyone behind me, and then I go to start the bike and she's just I'm like, what the hell? I thought maybe I'd left the ignition on, but I hadn't. So I don't know what was going on there. I think maybe just the ignition point or something wasn't set right. But that was very odd. Anyway, she started. That's the most important thing. Oh, am I going up? I assume this is the one I'm going to. It's the one I came off. There's nobody down there to show me where to go, which is odd. All those trucks are going to the bottom. Where am I supposed to go now? Well, these lads are paying attention to me. What's going on? Jeez, I hope this is the right deck. Well, he hasn't looked at me funny yet, so... Okay, he's pointing me in. That's alright, so... Boom. Thank you. Okay. Let's get strapped down. Jeez, I wasn't sure if I'd gone onto the right deck there. Nobody to show you where to go. Savage.
Lights on?
Yeah, I'll turn all off. Right, so we're back in Ireland anyway, Northern Ireland. Some nice cars in here. It's a nice Mercedes estate, isn't it? Bike started alright this time. I just think the ignition was in the wrong, wasn't fully secured on the other side. It seems to be fine now, so yeah, it's just one of those foibles. You don't want to make a mistake on those ramps. Be down into the water in a flash. So I need to pull over and program this sat-nav as soon as I get out of here now. But I'm going to take, my plan is to, I mean the quickest way is probably to just straight down the A1 or whatever it's called and down, join up with the M1 straight down to the M50 and then shoot. I'm sure that's the fastest way. But the problem with that is it's all motorway, and as I know, I'm very sleepy. I nearly conked out right there on the ship in the middle of everybody, and started snoring my head off. So I'm going to get down as far, I think it's as Drogheda maybe, and then I wanted to go to that petrol station. It's over the other side, isn't it? I think I can turn around. There's the lovely Curran Court Hotel where I stayed just a few days ago. There's a big Circle K over there. I'll get something on the way, I think. Or will I? Will I get it now? I'll be done with it. Yeah, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's go get it. So I'm going to go down as far as Drogheda and then turn off towards like the Slane, Colon direction. Colin, whatever it's called. A bit rude. And then cut across by Navan and Trim, Summerhill, do those roads. It adds about maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. But the roads will be slightly more interesting and keep me slightly more focused and awake. Big ramp here, so I think it's probably safer. So I do. I've just under half a tank. I think I'm going to be hoofing along here, so I just don't want to have any more stops. I just want to get going. So give us a minute I get this stuff done. Right, okay, we're on the move, folks. We're on the move. Next stop on Laba. Yeah, those ferries are, it's telling me to turn here. Those ferries are pretty, what's it doing? I told me to go right and now to turn and left. Bloody thing. Yeah, those ferries are very prompt. Took off on time, got here on time. I mean, that's what you want. They have it down pat by the sounds of things, or looks of things. But hello, Cairn Court. I'll be back. I'll be back. Actually, I could have had food here, couldn't I? Get KFC. No, look, just get home. I get something to get home. I'm gonna be starving by the time I get home. I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? I fucking am. There's nothing behind me or in front, so I'll switch over. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm alright. I can still take it. Just need to get into this lane now, so I'm alright. So, I plugged in the route. As I said, I'm not going to go 100% motorway. I'm going to do about 70% motorway or 60% motorway, just to get the distance underneath me, and then cut across country a bit, across by Navan and that type of stuff. I like those roads. They're a bit more interesting, keep me a bit more awake. It only adds a few minutes, so let's do it. But you can see it's considerably darker here actually than it has been in Scotland. I know they're a good bit further north, but I didn't think it would be making that significant difference. Like, that is notably different to how bright it was at the same time. But this is going to be a long old day, because I've been up since, what, 8 o'clock in the morning. Did about 4 or 5 hours driving and 2 hours on the ferry, and now I have to do another 3 hours or so hurtling down towards the south of Ireland. So it'll be a long, long day. This is exactly the day I was trying to avoid the other day in Inverness. But I don't mind when you're going home, you know, you don't mind. It's the final leg. The final countdown. But so it's telling me 9:15, 13 minutes past 9 for me to get home. which is a bit earlier than I thought, to be honest. And I reckon I can get that down a bit to about 9. Now that I'm fully fueled, I have no reason to stop unless my belly starts rumbling. But I think I have Twix or something in the back box somewhere with my name on it. Oh no, I chucked the Twix. There might be a Snickers. Might be a Snickers. So this is it. I hate this stretch now. I really don't like this bloody motorway. And what, it's yeah, just gone 6:30, so I'd say we'll still have rush hour traffic when we're skirting around Belfast. Jeez, I made a pig's ear to that. But yeah, once we get past Belfast, it gets into that long, straight, monotonous, high-speed, for a never-ending drive. So let's just get it done. Let's just get it done. And already, look, traffic jams already appearing on my bloody sat-nav. There's a country and western song in that, isn't there? Traffic jams on the sat-nav. Richie Vida could come up with a song for that, I'm sure. So, yeah, that's a shame now that old trip is over. So, you know, I called it, I knew it. I'm already pining to be back in the Highlands of Scotland instead of the motorways of Belfast. Bloody hell. I don't want to be here, that's for sure. That P&O ferry's awful. I mean, it does the job, but it's awful drab. It's not very comfortable either. The seats are just not practical. They're not comfortable, they're cramped, the food is crap, coffee is crap. I must check out the Stena line the next time. Or what I might do next time is, apparently there's for only I think an extra 15 quid there's a private lounge you can go into. Might be a bit more comfortable. I wonder if there's a frequent mileage club or something on it, because I'll definitely be going over there a lot more frequently now that I know what to do. Sure, the truckers, they seem to have their own lounge in there, roadmasters or truck masters or something. So, yeah, look at how low the sun is. It's only gone 6:30, like much darker down here. And literally just like that, I've crossed the border. I'm back home in the Republic. There's Jonesborough, and you'd barely even notice it. The road just turned to an N1. So yeah, this could be all gone in a few months with Brexit coming in. You might not be able to pass into the north so easily going forward. Hopefully they'll figure something out. It's getting dark now. Getting cold. My helmet is beeping to tell me that there's speed cameras around. But I couldn't give a rat's on freezing. Need to get going. I'm starving. I'm gonna get hungry now, boys. I'm gonna get hungry now. I've got 100 kilometers to go. That's 60 miles. Got it down to 9:03 before I get home now, from 9:15 or 13, so that's not too bad. We'll cut a few more minutes off that yet. Right, so I eventually got off that motorway. White River Park, I never heard of that. When I just pulled in there to put on my liners, it was getting cold. I've still got 60 odd kilometers to go. It's getting cold. Chopper. This is a mad little place. Colon, I assume that's how it's pronounced. C-O-L-L-O-N. Colon. Or is it colon? Can't imagine it being called colon. Where do you live? Colon. You live up your hole. Geez, your man in the Mazda took off like a bat out of hell there. What's going on there? You think I want to race? See if I can. Brought me into Slane here. I love Slane. I don't know why. There's a lot of history around it, you know. Newgrange is only up the road, and then there's Slane Castle and the big cathedral or church there up in the hill, Slane Head. Nout and Doubt are nearby as well. All really good sites. If you ever get the chance, go and check them out. There's a nice weir and a river down here as well. It's funny, I thought the sun would send me that way. I thought that way would be quicker through Navan. Might have a pothole, but it's sending me the old back roady way, which is fine. So we get to see the river down here, assuming this battery holds. Shapers, I didn't realise those lights applied here. I had to jam on. Oh, me brakes work. They definitely work. But I left a big black skid mark up along there. I'm taking it. I know it says for trucks, but I'm taking it. Stuff that. Yeah, nice little cafe in there to the left if you ever go down this way. There's a nice bridge there. See, look at the old, it's an old mill or something. There's the weir. Don't know if I got the turn in my head enough for you to see it. But it's lovely. Come down and have a look. Yeah, the sat-nav was bringing me a weird way, so I'm sure it was quicker, but I really want to do the connecting roads between Navan and Trim and Summerhill and all them, so kind of looping back a bit about myself here to Navan, and then I'll take those 3 connecting roads because they really are nice. And look at it, it's a beautiful evening. A lot of few minutes in, but that's no big deal really. If we turn this corner, hopefully you'll see the beautiful sunset that I'm seeing. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Beautiful. Nice way to end the day, huh? Nice sunset drive. It's really kind of dusky and atmospheric. Dry. Just like a summer's night. And it's April. Was it still April? Did it go into May? I can't remember. I don't know. I've lost track of my days and my dates. But this is lovely. If these would just pick up the pace a little bit. Jesus, look at that for a house. My God. I'll have 2, please. Thanks very much. Oh, come on, people. You're ruining me buzz here. You're wrecking me buzz. So I got through that. I think the battery in this camera is about to die now. So, if you don't hear from me, it's been great. I'll probably tag something on a note at the end to say au revoir thanks for watching. What a great trip.